Hey everyone, and welcome back to another makeup challenge here on my channel. Now, as you can tell by the title of this challenge video, this is going to be the first letter makeup challenge. I saw a couple of these videos floating around on YouTube and I thought it was so much fun, so I had to do it for myself. So basically what this challenge involves is all of the makeup products that I'm going to be using on my face has to start with the first letter of my first name. Obviously my name is Brooke, so that means I have to use only brands starting with the letter B. Now, if you guys know me and have been following me for a while, you know one of my favorite makeup brands is BH Cosmetics. So I do have quite a few makeup products from BH Cosmetics, but I decided to make this video a little bit more fun. I wanted to go ahead and go out and buy a bunch of different makeup products other than BH Cosmetics, just so I could give you guys a little bit more variety and kind of turn this video in almost like a first impressions review type video, because a lot of the products that I ended up buying for this video I have never tried before. And not only the products themselves, but even the brands. So some of the brands you're going to be seeing in this video is not only BH Cosmetics, but you'll be seeing Benefit, Burt's Bees, and things like that. So yeah, that's basically how this challenge goes. Let's go ahead and get started. So if you would like to see this first letter makeup challenge and how it turned out for me, then just keep on watching. First off, I just want to point out my face. I know I look really scary right now. I think the day before I filmed this video, I ended up getting like all of like my pores and blackheads and pimples on my face extracted. So that's why my face looks like really red and angry right now. So just try to ignore that. We're going to work on covering it up. So the first product that we are going to be using on our face is of course a primer. So the primer I'm going to be using today is Benefit's Professional Primer. So kind of my first impressions on this primer, I have not ever used it before until this video. I kind of thought it was just like a basic primer. It wasn't like sticky or slimy feeling at all. It definitely doesn't feel heavy on your face. As far as making your pores smaller, it might. I don't really know. I can't really give you like a definite no or a definite yes, since this is really the only time I've ever used this product. I think over time, the more I use it, maybe I'll be able to see a difference, but just from using it once, I don't really know if I've noticed my pores any smaller. The next product we're going to go in with is concealer, and this concealer is by Burt's Bees. My first thought on this concealer is I thought it felt like really heavy. Like when I first swiped it on my face, I thought I made like a huge mistake because it just felt really heavy, really full coverage, which is nice, but I was really worried that it was going to give me like a cakey look under my eyes and throughout my face. One thing I did notice about this product is it sets really, really fast. So definitely don't do what I did originally and just kind of dotted it all over my face. You definitely want to start at one spot, apply it, blend it out, and then move on from there, because as you can kind of see in the upcoming clips, I had a really hard time blending out this product after it was already on my face for a few seconds to a few minutes. As I was blending out this concealer, I don't know if it's because of how fast it set, but I did notice that the blending was very patchy. It's like some spots were fading away when I was blending it and gave me no coverage, and then other spots it was really clinging onto my skin, especially around my nose, so it was giving a very unflattering look. And I actually had to end up actually like rubbing this concealer off my face just because it looked awful. I did go back in a second time and I did blend immediately after applying it the second time, and it did work a little bit better. But it was still clinging to my nose, very weird. And real quick, I didn't end up getting a primer from a brand that started with the letter B, so I ended up just blending in the extra concealers and then later foundation that I just had on my beauty blender. I ended up just putting that onto my eyelids to kind of act as a primer. So now we're going to move on to the next product, which is a foundation from Burt's Bees. And my first thought using this foundation is I felt like it had like a similar feel and consistency to the concealer that I just applied to my face. But originally the foundation, I was finding that the foundation was blending out a lot easier compared to the concealer, especially on my cheeks. I felt like it was giving really good coverage, but I soon realized it was starting to become very patchy and clinging to random spots throughout my face, especially around my nose area. Like, you guys, real quick, I'm gonna do like a little close-up of my face, like my forehead, but like my nose was so jacked up using these products. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if the primer played a role in it. And yeah, I didn't end up showing this, but I did end up cheating in this video a little bit. I ended up going in with one of my favorite foundations from CoverGirl, and I ended up putting that all over my face. I still use the concealer, but like I couldn't do with how the foundation was looking on my face, because this particular day I had my bridal shower to go to, so I was trying to kill like two birds with one stone. Like, I had to get ready for my bridal shower anyway, so I might as well film this video for you guys. And yeah, the foundation just wasn't doing it, so I had to redo my foundation, but I still ended up using the Burt's Bees concealer. But now we're going to move on to a product from Burt's Bees that ended up being a lot better. I kind of had a bad taste in my mouth, not going to lie, after using the foundation and concealer, but the face powder from Burt's Bees was excellent. It gave great coverage, but it didn't make you look cakey, and it didn't look too heavy on your face. The only negative that I found with the face powder is there was quite a bit of fallout. So that made a little bit of a mess, and that just means like you're gonna go through this product a lot faster compared to like other face powders that don't have as much fallout and don't have as much kickback. But I was very pleasantly surprised to find that this face powder was awesome and definitely one of my favorites. Next up, I'm going to set my face with the setting spray from BH Cosmetics. This is one of their Paradise Set matte sprays, I'm pretty sure. It's called something like that. And this setting spray, I absolutely ended up loving it. At first, I was a little bit nervous because it being a matte setting spray. I don't know why. I haven't tried like other brands' matte like specific setting sprays, but they always like freak me out that they're gonna make my face like be really sticky, and I just didn't want it to leave like weird marks on my face or anything like that, but none of that ended up happening. It is so lightweight, and it actually has a really nice scent to it. So I was pleasantly surprised with this setting spray and would definitely recommend it to you guys. All right, now let's add some color to this face. So first I'm gonna go in with some bronzer, and the bronzer I'm going to be using today is from Benefit. This is one of their Hoola bronzers, and I was super excited to try this product. I've always wanted to try Benefit's Hoola bronzers, and what can I say? It's a great bronzer. It has great pigmentation. It blends really well. I guess I wasn't really too shocked by it because I've just always heard such great things about this bronzer, and so trying it myself, I have to agree. It's a great bronzer. I can't really find anything wrong with it. I guess other than the price. I'm not someone that goes for like high end. I don't really know if Benefit is considered a high end brand, but in my mind it is because I'm so used to getting all my makeup from the drugstore. But yeah, so this is a great bronzer. For blush, I'm going to go into this 4-color blush palette from BH Cosmetics. This is one of their Vanilla Peach Truffle palettes is what the name of this palette is called. The packaging is what really got me into buying this product. Like, how could you go wrong with it? It's so cute. When it comes to the blushes themselves, I didn't find them as pigmented, but you can build them up. So I have kind of like an indifferent feeling when it comes to this palette. Like, the pigmentation really isn't all that there, but you can also build up the color, and I guess there's a part of me that's like, well, it's better to be able to like build up the color over time than it be too pigmented and then all of a sudden you're looking like a clown with these like super red or pink cheeks. You know what I mean? So I kind of have a very indifferent feeling with this palette, and I'm definitely going to have to use it more to be able to develop a better opinion on this product. Now for highlight, I am going to go in with this 6 color palette right here. You guys have definitely seen this before in some of my videos. This is also from BH Cosmetics. This is their Spotlight Highlight Palette. Definitely an OG favorite of mine. Like I said, you guys have seen me use this product various times in my other makeup related videos. It's just a great palette. All of the highlighters in this palette are super pigmented, and there's really nothing else I can say about this product. It is awesome. I'm going to set my face again one more time with the Paradise Setting Spray from BH Cosmetics, and now let's move on to brows. So for this video, I ended up buying 3 different products. 2 of them are from Benefit and then 1 from BH Cosmetics. I didn't end up using the BH Cosmetics product in this video, but if I can remember, I'll try to use it in the future and let you guys know in like a vlog or something of what I feel about this product. But anyways, so the 2 Benefit products that I ended up using, let's go in with the first one, which is their Precisely My Brow Pencil. Now, this product has 2 different ends, kind of basic for a brow pencil. You have a spoolie on one end and then obviously the product on the other. And you can, it does have one of those like wound up thingies. I'm so technical, it's great. One of those things where you just wind it up to get more product, and I don't know if it's because this is a new brow pencil, this obviously being the first time I'm using it, but it was very hard to maneuver. Like, I feel like it wasn't blending together as nicely as I wanted it to. It took a little bit to build up the pigmentation of the product, but I do like how it made the fake hairs near like the front of my brow. I feel like that's something I always struggle with. Like, I can never get those like perfect fake hair look near the front of my brows with other products I've used in the past, but I think this pencil does a really good job at that. So I'm kind of indifferent about this product as well. I don't know if I would recommend it. I think I just need to use it more and see if maybe with some more uses, if the blendability and the pigmentation ends up improving. And the second product I'm using from Benefit is their 24-hour brow setter, which is just a clear brow gel, pretty basic. It does have a different shaped spoolie, which at first I was a little confused about how exactly to run it through my brows. Knowing me, I'm probably thinking way too hard into it, but like, it's definitely a different shaped spoolie. I was kind of shocked by that. But I do love this brow setting gel. I feel like it set my brow hairs beautifully, and it kind of gave like a very natural look and shape to them, which was really nice. I didn't have to go over it a bunch of times to kind of get my brow hairs where I wanted them to go. And it lasted all day. My brows didn't end up moving, so really great product. Now for eyeshadow, I was really hoping that I was going to be able to get a new palette to use in this video. When I made my purchase from BH Cosmetics, I was supposed to get a free gift, which was a palette, but I never ended up getting it. So I apologize about that. But I'm gonna go in with another OG palette from BH Cosmetics that I have had for years and you guys have definitely seen before, and it is the Nude Rose Nightfall 12 color eyeshadow palette. I just feel like you can't go wrong with BH Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes. Like, they're just so inexpensive, but they're great quality, and that's definitely one of these palettes. Now, out of all of the BH Cosmetics palettes that I have used, is this the best of the best? I wouldn't say that. I would say like the pigmentation and the quality of it is pretty good. I wouldn't say it's fantastic, but it's definitely good. So don't get me wrong with that. I feel like the colors could be a bit more pigmented, especially the more colorful colors that we have in here, like the blues and purples. I tried to add a little bit of the blue in my eyes just to kind of have a little bit of a pop of color in there, and as you can see, it's not the most pigmented color in the world, but I also wouldn't say this is the worst palette in the world. So if you're just looking for a very like inexpensive nude neutral palette with a little bit of pop of colors in there, this would be a great palette to go with. Now for lashes, I ended up getting a new mascara from BH Cosmetics. This is their Stellar Lash Mascara. My first impression of the spoolie brush on this mascara is it's larger and it looked really coated. So my first thought was that it was going to be a mess. You know those mascaras that have a larger brush and they look like really coated with the mascara product, and you go to put it on your eyes and you just get black all over the place? That's kind of the thought that I had just by looking at the brush on this mascara. But after one application, I found that it coated the lashes well, but it wasn't like super pigmented. It wasn't wet. It didn't leave weird clumps or anything like that, which is good. But I was shocked. I really thought it would leave a little bit more pigmentation than it did. But this mascara, it is easily buildable, and when you're building up the color or the mascara onto your lashes, it doesn't get wet or clumpy. So I would say this is like a basic mascara, but it's a good mascara. So again, another good inexpensive option if you're looking for one. Now it's time for lips. I have another OG BH Cosmetics product for you guys, which is the waterproof lip liner in the shade Earth. You guys know this is my all-time favorite nude lip liner, and really the only one I ever use. So that's all I have to say about that. You guys know I love this stuff and would always recommend it pretty much over any other lip liner out there. So the lip color that we are going to go in with is another color from BH Cosmetics. It is one that I have never tried before. I'm pretty sure this is like a new lipstick line that they have, that they recently came out with, and that is their Cashmere Cream lipstick. So my first impressions of this lipstick, I found it to be pigmented and super moisturizing. If I'm not mistaken, this is considered a liquid lipstick, so because of how moisturizing this was, I was super shocked and super impressed. And even throughout the day of wearing it, I didn't feel like my lips were getting super dried out, which happens often with liquid lipstick. So if you're someone that's even prone to chapped lips, this is a product I would definitely recommend for you. It was super comfortable, really nice. But the one negative that I found is the long-term wear isn't so good. Throughout the day, you know, eating, drinking, and all that sort of stuff, I did find that the pigmentation was starting to go away near like the more like insides or middle of my lips. It kind of clung to weird parts, especially around the lining of my lips. I did like completely like line my lips and then fill them in. So I don't think it was the issue of the lip liner. I don't really know what it was, but I did find it did kind of cling and didn't really lose any pigmentation around the lining of my lips, but everywhere else it did lose pigmentation, and it was kind of harder to build up. I feel like it didn't look as good a quality compared to the very first application of putting it on your lips. So I guess in that aspect, this could be a little bit better of a quality lipstick. But again, this is another product I kind of have some indifferent feelings with because yeah, it does have some pigmentation and like weird patchiness when you're wearing it throughout the day, but it's so comfortable and so moisturizing. I don't really know how to feel about this product. I definitely have to wear it a bit more. Alright everyone, and that is it for this first letter makeup challenge. I really hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. I had a lot of fun doing this video for you guys. Definitely a different, more unique makeup challenge out there, and I was really excited to be able to try some new makeup products. Not only for me, but for you guys as well. If you guys haven't tried any of these products and you're in the market for trying out some new makeup products yourself. So real quick, I thought I would go over some of the products that I would definitely recommend to you guys, and that would be the Burt's Bees face powder, the BH Cosmetics setting spray, the Benefit Hoola bronzer, the BH Cosmetics Spotlight Highlight 6 color palette, the Benefit 24-hour brow setter, and the BH Cosmetics waterproof lip liner. So those are some of my favorite products that I found through this video, and now I want to hear from you guys. What are some of your favorite makeup products of all time? Down in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys and see if I can even find more new makeup products to try in the future. So once again, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I'm gonna get going for now, but I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye everyone.